If you're looking for a new career, Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
If you're First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The outcome of a legal case can have long-lasting ramifications on your finances, quality of life, and community standing. Choosing the right law firm to represent your interests and your rights is of the utmost importance. The law offices of Brome, Lindell, Freeman County, and Gloucester traces its history of providing legal services to residents of eastern Nebraska back to 1893. So give us a call at 402-443-3225 or stop into our office in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today.
Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their families' everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
At Oil and Propane is continuing to be family-run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you. Hot Oil and
South Haven Living Center in Wahoo is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Recognized as a great place to work, the folks at South Haven know the importance of teamwork and the reward that comes from serving older adults. If you're looking for senior care or a rewarding career with a Nebraska-based company, give them a call or check them out online. southaven-wahoo.com. Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Bring home happy from the Wahoo DQ. We have a large variety of ice cream cakes for any occasion, made with vanilla and chocolate soft serve and filled with hot fudge and cake crunch. Grab and go cakes are available for last minute parties, or call ahead and have one specifically designed for you. We also keep boxes of Dilly and Buster bars, which are great for keeping in your freezer, at home, and snacking on throughout the week. Stop into the Wahoo DQ today for your cake and novelty needs. The Wahoo DQ is located at 1122 North Chestnut Street in Wahoo. Bring home
career,
happy.
Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers. If you're looking for a new
Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And a good Tuesday evening, and welcome to Wahoo, Nebraska on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. Austin McNorton here for this wrestling duel between a battle in Wahoo. It's the Wahoo Warriors taking on the Cavaliers of Bishop Neumann here in a varsity boys wrestling duel. We'll have the lineups. It's senior night, all kinds of great things coming your way here on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public. Thanks to all of you for tuning in here on this Tuesday night, and thanks to all of our sponsors here in Saunders County who make this one happen. So, right now they are recognizing the youth wrestlers here around Wahoo and they're being recognized out on the mat right now. But we got a great battle here between the Warriors and the Cavaliers, two schools here in Wahoo, Nebraska, and we'll have, it looks like 4, maybe 5 different weight classes here going today. We'll have an extra match and all kinds of things, but we'll have a pretty good lineup here with a bunch of different variety weight classes being shown. Some open classes, sure, as always, battling injuries. Both teams is kind of this time of year before heading into the final push of the season. They kind of have, all the different things going on. And so we will have several different matches for you, several different weight classes. It should be a fun one here between the Warriors and the Cavaliers. So we will go ahead and thank some more of our sponsors, and then we will hear from public address announcer so we can hear tonight's senior night coming your way right now.
To the Wahoo Wrestling Program. At this time, we would like to recognize these student athletes and pay tribute to their efforts. Our first senior is Julian Ashan, wrestles 132 pounds. He's a former exchange student and his both parents are Brent and Crystal Duocati. Other activities have been cross country and he will be on the track team. Julian's future plans are to be a lawyer, and his favorite athletic memory was getting his first pin. His advice for future student athletes is remember failing as part of the process. Our next wrestler is Isaiah Foster. Wrestles 144 pounds. His parents are Daryl and Nancy Foster. His other activities is band and unified bowling. His future plans are to attend college for engineering. His favorite athletic memory is staying at hotels with the team. His advice for future student athletes is get your schoolwork done. Our next wrestler is Jeff Knuckles. Jeff wrestles 165 pounds. His parents are Mary and Jesse Knuckles. His future plans are to be a diesel mechanic, and his favorite athletic memory was going to state in his freshman year. Jeff's advice for future student athletes is don't fail a class. And our last senior wrestler is Trevor Beavers, wrestles 215 pounds. His parents are Travis and Danny Beavers, and he's been involved in football and golf. Future plans are to attend Iowa State University to study meteorology. And his favorite athletic memory is the overnight stays in the hotels. And his advice for future student athletes is hard work pays off. Congratulations to these senior athletes.
Dollar General is looking for you. Hiring all positions and all shifts, they are looking for you with a starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. You can find details by going to dollargeneral.com/careers or by texting DG Warehouse to 25,000. Must be 18 or older, but again, starting pay up to $22 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Contact them now, dollargeneral.com/careers.
Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded debit card. Every transaction gives back to Wahoo Public Schools. All you need is a First Bank of Nebraska checking account and ask for the Warrior Card. For more information, go to firstbankne.com. First Bank of Nebraska, serving our communities, investing in you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Stop at First Bank of Nebraska to get our new Wahoo Warrior branded
legal case can have long-lasting ramifications on your finances, quality of life, and community standing. Choosing the right law firm to represent your interests and your rights is of the utmost importance. The law offices of Brome, Lindell, Freeman County, and Gloucester traces its history of providing legal services to residents of eastern Nebraska back to 1893. So give us a call at 402-443-3225 or stop into our office in downtown Wahoo, Nebraska today. The outcome of a legal
We aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo. At
Medicine to be family run and owned for 60 years, OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you. Hot oil and propane.
And welcome back to Wahoo, Nebraska on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. Austin McNorton here with you from Wahoo Public High School as we have one JV match here before we get to tonight's varsity duel. This will be for Wahoo Xander Phillips, and he will be going against Tim Garish for Bishop Neumann here in this JV action. Bishop Neumann in the silver pants, red uniforms. Wahoo, of course, in their signature black and blue uniforms here on their home mat here on this Tuesday evening. This should be a very good varsity duel ahead. We have a JV match going on here right now. Just the one JV match before tonight's varsity action gets started, and Tim Garish for the Cavaliers up to a 2-0 lead here with a minute 22 to go here in the first period. And right now, it's all Xander Phillips can do to stay alive, and he can't. What a heck of a wrestling job that was from Tim Garish of Bishop Neumann. Getting the JV victory for the Cavaliers, and now we will take a look at tonight's varsity action. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to the senior night festivities tonight. Several different seniors on this Wahoo squad got their chance to be recognized here against their in-town rivals. Both these teams have really great basketball programs as well, and we'll see if we can keep you updated on what's going on with Wahoo Hoops tonight, as the Warriors are on the road all week after competing in the Trailblazer Conference Tournament last week. So now they're recognizing all the different wrestlers. And we'll go ahead and announce them as it happens. So taking a look at it on the basketball side of things here, Wahoo is on the road at Malcolm tonight in the girls' side of things. That's a really good Clipper squad Wahoo on the road against, as the Malcolm girls just took second place in the Trailblazer Conference girls basketball tournament last Saturday. And on the boys' side of things, Wahoo is on the road tonight at Ralston. That's a makeup game from the snowstorm that was supposed to kind of go down. The snowstorm that did go down to kind of start out this month and delay so many different games. And, here's a big shout out to all the athletic directors around the state of Nebraska that had to do a lot of rescheduling when it comes to not just basketball, but you think of band concerts, practices, wrestling tournaments, all the different things that go on that maybe behind the scenes. Obviously basketball at the forefront, But all the other sports and activities and after-school events that had to be rescheduled during that winter storm hiatus. And hats off to all the athletic directors around the state of Nebraska who had to kind of go through all of that. I mean, absolutely crazy, really. So several different weight classes, and for those who are new to the sport of wrestling, how this dual scoring works. So the team scoring, if you get a pin, if your team wrestler gets a pin, it'll be 6 points awarded to your team. That's the thing you see most likely in this sport. A tech fall is where one wrestler wins by a 15-point margin. So not by a pin, but he gets up by 15. It's over. That's 5 points to the team. A major decision is where a wrestler wins by an 8 to 14-point margin of victory. That's a major decision where your team is then awarded 4 points to the team. Just a regular decision is where a wrestler wins by a margin of victory of either 1 point or 7 points. Then in that scenario, 3 team points will be awarded. A disqualification, an injury, a forfeit, that's also 6 points. And so we'll say that because there will be a lot of forfeits tonight based on the different weight classes where one team will have a wrestler, one team will not have a wrestler in said weight class. So 6 points will be awarded for whoever's team does not have a wrestler. So that's the scoring breakdown for those who are kind of new to this sport a little bit and the dual scoring. And thanks everyone for tuning in. This is a very fun sport to broadcast because it's one of the most unique sports to where you could be down by 13 points in the third period, and then next thing you know, boom, it's over. Just like that. So it's a lot of fun kind of that way with how this kind of goes down. So here we go, the first official wrestling match of the evening. I believe this is weight class 120, where it's Anthony Maple for Wahoo, who's 2-7 on the season. He's wearing the yellow, taking off against Isaac Woida of Bishop Neumann, who's 28-7 on the season. Both guys just kind of headlocked here in the bottom left part of the circle. I believe this is weight class 120. Because Wahoo had nobody in weight, or Bishop Neumann, I should say, had nobody in weight class 106 or weight class 113. So both wrestlers just trying to get a feel of each other here early on. Woida tries to go down for the bottom left leg. Good defense by Maple, who's now getting pushed out towards the edge of the mat. And they will reset and go back to the center standing. With 106 to go here in the first period. Still some kind of hand checking, feeling it out here a little bit. In this rivalry duel on a senior night from Wahoo Public High School. A Tuesday night. Thanks everyone for being here on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. Another takedown attempt from Woida. Maple kind of puts his weight on top of him, trying to take his arms free. He's on that left side of the circle. Now Woida trying to get that top position before they go outside of the circle. Woida trying to pulling him back in as Maple's trying to get out. Just off the screen there. Still barely inside. And there they say he's finally out. I think that will be a warning now against Anthony Maple because he was clearly trying to get outside the circle there as an advantage as we are getting down to the 15-second mark here of this first period. Neither wrestler has earned a point yet here in this opening match of tonight's duel. Just kind of feeling it out, and there's the end of the first period. A quick 2 minutes go by there. So in the second period to start out, Isaac Woida deferred to what Wahoo wanted to do, and Anthony Maple said he wants to start on the bottom and try to earn some escape points, seeing if he can get away from Isaac. So far, no. As able to get some escape points, will be 1 point awarded for Maple if he's able to get out of this. Wahoo trying to stay on the back and get either a near fall or a takedown here if possible. With 1:25 to go here in this second period, neither wrestler gained much of an advantage here as we are in weight class 120, I believe. Isaac Wahoo for Bishop Neumann going up against Anthony Maple for Wahoo. Maple is 2-7 on the season. Wahoo is 28-7. This has been a very quick match time-wise. Now, it won't be the quickest one we see because there will likely be some pins and obviously those forfeits that we talked about. But in terms of time running off the clock, it's been pretty efficient. Clock has only stopped twice to allow both wrestlers to get back to the center circle. Maple's trying to free his hands and get to his feet, and he does. Now, can he break loose with 25 seconds left? And they just go outside the circle. So they'll go back to the center, but boy, Maple nearly got up to his feet, but he wasn't able to cut those hands free to break out of the hold and earn that escape point. He was really close to being able to do so. Now Maple kind of in an interesting situation. He has both of his arms back and nearly got away, but boy, Isaac did a great job of holding on and keeping his hands behind him to not let him fully escape. And with 3 seconds left, we will go scoreless going into the third period. Wow, what a battle this has been. So now this third period will go with 2 minutes on the clock, and this time Isaac will start on the bottom and Anthony Maple will start up top. See if Isaac can get an escape point, because 1 point might be all he needs here to get a victory. This one has been great. What a start. What a treat. This is how the rest of the night kind of transpires. Now Wahoo gets up to his feet. And I think it'll be potentially dangerous there, so we'll start again. I think is the call from the official there with 1:41 left here in this third period. Weight class 120 here. Between Bishop Newman's Isaac Wahoo and Wahoo's Anthony Maple. Maple in the yellow on top of Wahoo in the red and gray. Two rival schools here in Wahoo, Nebraska. Maple has on top, and he's trying to flip Wahoo over that left shoulder, over his right shoulder, onto his left shoulder with 60 seconds left. Can he do it? Looks like he's kind of getting a little bit fatigued now. He's staying on top, and he has his right arm kind of around the collarbone of Wahoo. Now he's trying to get that near fall points potentially. Both coaches, both fans, both teams really into this one. This has been amazing. Now Isaac Wahoo gets up. Can he escape? Like we said, that might be all he needs. He gets up. That might be close to a reversal. It is. There's the 2 points. Isaac Wahoo gets the reversal, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Now he's close to maybe pinning as Maple is able to stay on his right shoulder, but that's all he needs. Bishop Newman's going to get the first victory of the night, and it comes in weight class 120. It came with 20 seconds left in the third period. Wow. And they did award Wahoo a near fall point there right at the end as well. So now they're announcing weight class 126.
165 pounds for Neumann, Micah Hardy, and for Wahoo, Jack Knuckles.
So now we are skipping ahead to weight class 165. That's weight class 165. Where it is Micah Hardy for Bishop Neumann going up against Jet Knuckles for Wahoo. Jet Knuckles for the Warriors, a 16-11 record. Where for Bishop Neumann, Micah Hardy has a 9-24 record this season. Minute 40 to go here, first period. And Bishop Neumann leads this wrestling duel right now 9-0 as they were awarded 6 points for the forfeit. And then they were awarded the regular decision points, 3 team points, for the victory for Isaac Woida. So here we are, weight class 165 in this varsity boys wrestling duel between Bishop Neumann and Wahoo. It's 9-0. Kate class 165, Micah Hardy, 9-24 on the season for Bishop Neumann, going up against Wahoo's Jet Knuckles, who's 16-11 this season for Wahoo, wearing the yellow uniform. First period starting out the same way that weight class 120 did. Just kind of feeling each other out. Nobody making any kind of crazy dive attacks, takedown attempts. Now there's a little bit of movement. Knuckles has the left leg and flips him over. That will be 2 points awarded to Jet Knuckles. And now he has Hardy in a situation, and just like that, it's over. Isn't that insane? That's why this sport is so awesome. Because you feel it out. You feel it out for 90 seconds of a 2-minute long period, and then boom. In the last 30 seconds, Jet Knuckles is able to grab the left leg of Micah Hardy, flip him over, and that's it. Weight class 175, Jack Dart for Bishop Neumann gets a forfeit victory. Jack Dart was 14-22. And now we will go to weight class 190. Where it will be Bishop Neumann's, one of the best wrestlers in the state of Nebraska, Trent Mowdrey. He's 25-1 this season, and he will win by a forfeit as well. Now it's weight class 215, where for Bishop Neumann it's Wyatt Palm, and for Wahoo it will be Trevor Beavers. So here we will have a match, weight class 215. Trevor Beavers is 17-10. Wyatt Palm for Bishop Neumann is 12-15. This is weight class 215. Bishop Neumann has the dual lead with several forfeits. They lead Wahoo 21-6. Here in the wrestling duel from Wahoo, Nebraska, Austin McNorton here with you on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. We are in weight class 215, where Trevor Beavers leads Wyatt Palm, and Trevor may be close to a pin, but Palm gets away away from it. It will be a near fall point for Trevor Beavers there, who nearly was able to take Wyatt out. And Trevor Beavers leads Wyatt Palm of Bishop Neumann, and there's the pin. Wyatt escaped it the first time, wasn't able to do so a second time, so it'll be a pin victory for Trevor Beavers, and Beavers will improve to 18-10 on this season. Wyatt Palm will fall to 12-16 on the season. So there's a victory for Wahoo in weight class 285. The Warriors get a forfeit victory, and so they have trimmed this. So now we go to weight class 106, where the Warriors also win in a forfeit, as Aiden Humble is representing Wahoo. And Bishop Neumann has an open weight class here, so it'll be 6 more dual points awarded to the Warriors, who now take the lead over the Cavaliers in the team scoring 24-21. Weight class 113. Bishop Neumann also is open, whereas Wahoo has Jace Van Vliet representing the Warriors. So 6 more team points awarded to Wahoo as Jace Van Vliet, nobody to compete against. Jace Van Vliet was 6-8 record-wise. So I'm sorry, folks. I don't know who was wrestling. I think it might have been weight class 132 was the first weight class that we saw. So now we are officially in weight class 120. This is Isaac Woida against Anthony Maple. We thought that it was weight class 120 earlier. This is now officially weight class 120. Where this is Isaac Woida of Bishop Neumann. He's 28-7 on the season, going against Anthony Maple for Wahoo, who's 2-7 on the season. Maple gets flipped over. Woida takes advantage, and now Woida has the takedown points and has top position. With 1:24 to go here in the first period, he leads it 2-0. Wahoo leads the team scoring 30-21. So I'm so sorry about that confusion there in the early goings. This is weight class 120. Isaac Woida for Bishop Neumann in the red and silver, going up against Wahoo's Anthony Maple in the yellow, and Maple nearly pinned. He's flipped over, trying to keep his shoulders off the mat. Boy, it's close. The official's right there on top of it. Woida has complete control of this one with 45 seconds left in the period. Maple might be done. He is. You can tell it was just right there, so close, and boom, like that, it's over. So, Isaac Woida gets the victory. He improves to 29-7. Anthony Maple falls to 2-8 for the Warriors. Weight class 126. Bishop Neumann has Landon Sun. He's 31-5 on the season, and Wahoo is open. We now go to weight class 132. It's Julian Hashan for Wahoo going up against Aiden Masick for Bishop Neumann. As Bishop Neumann has retaken the lead here in the dual scoring. Again, so many different forfeits and things going on today. Aiden Masick for Bishop Neumann is 19-9 on the season. This is weight class 132. Wahoo in the blue and black uniform. Bishop Neumann in the red and gray. 1:45 to go here, first period. Bishop Neumann now leads the dual scoring 33-30. Wahoo trying to take that lead back with Julian Hashan out there on the mat for the Warriors. Some hand fighting here early. Again, you see this. One player, one wrestler trying to bring him in close and trying to get an opportunity to grab one of the legs. And there goes for the takedown, and successfully taking down Hashan was Masick for Bishop Neumann, who now has control on the top position. Trying to grab the arms and flip Hashan over that right shoulder. Julian fighting it as best as he can, keeping his legs moving. Now locking the right leg of Masick. so that Aiden can't move as well around the mat with 50 seconds left. .44 left. Sean now loses that right leg, giving Aiden some room to keep those legs moving, and you could see him pushing Julian forward onto his knees. And there he does it. Using those legs to his advantage, he pushes Sean on his shoulder. Julian flips back onto his left shoulder to avoid the pin with 17 seconds left. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it again, though, folks. It's so close, and there it is. Boy, when Aiden Nassett got his legs under him, there was nothing Julian Hashan could do. That is tremendous wrestling by Bishop Newman's Aiden Nassett in weight class 132. We now go to weight class 138, where Bishop Neumann has Joe Stava representing the Cavaliers, and Wahoo is open. So another forfeiture for the Warriors, and they now trail the Cavaliers here in the dual scoring 45-30. We now go to weight class 144. Bishop Neumann has one of the better wrestlers in the state of Nebraska in Ben Lautenschlager. He is 30-4 on the season, where Isaiah Foster is 18-5 for the Warriors in weight class 144. So this might be one of our best matches of the duel. Whoa, what a flip, what a move by Isaiah Foster. No points awarded, though, for the Warrior. Can Foster officially gain that position? Lautenschlager is doing a great job of holding onto that leg of the Warriors' Foster. No points have been awarded yet. 90 seconds left in the first period. And now we will kind of just reset. It was a heck of a takedown attempt, though, for Foster. Just wasn't able to get those points awarded. So now we'll set it up again in the center. Now down here on the near side, Foster gains position and has 2 points awarded for Wahoo. Thanks to everyone for tuning in to Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public YouTube. 53 seconds to go here in the first period. We are in weight class 144. Isaiah Foster for Wahoo currently leads Ben Lautenschlager for Bishop Neumann 2-0 with 40 seconds left. Foster in the yellow has top position. Ben trying to get maybe an escape point here. Holding the right arm of Foster underneath him. And we'll go back to the center again. This has been athletic, physical, fast, fun. Here in weight class 144. There's no doubt about that. So Foster will start on top here as we go back to the center to reset with 22 seconds left. And now Foster has Lautenschlager on his back there for a moment, but then Ben's able to get back onto his stomach. And that is the end of a very physical first period. Both wrestlers were really getting after it there. So now it looks like Lautenschlager will have the decision on what he wants to start out with. He will start on the bottom. What he elects to do. Isaiah Foster will now move to his left side, and now they'll start back neutral in the center. As Foster said, I will let him get up and give him that free escape point. Because he wants to start up, standing, and take Ben to the ground. Lautenschlager does such a great job of grabbing Foster's left leg to avoid the takedown points against him. That's the second time that he's done that. He did it right in the beginning of the first period, grabbing that leg, to where Foster can't gain immediate control. There's he is awarded the points, gaining that top position and has a 4-1 lead. That's why Foster wanted to give up that escape point. Because he says, I'm more than fine starting up head-to-head so that I can take you down again. 70 seconds left here in the second period. It's a 4-1 Warrior lead. And now Foster in a tough spot as he's being held by his left leg, trying to fend off Lautenschlager. He gets thrown to the ground. He escapes immediately out of it, though. And what a move by Foster. It was a takedown point for Lautenschlager, but then Isaiah Foster immediately flipped it back and gained the top position. So 2 points got awarded to each wrestler there, and Isaiah Foster leads 6-3 with 40 seconds to go here in the second period. That was an incredible move by Isaiah Foster there. He quickly was on his back, and the next thing you know, one spin move, and he's back on top. That's awesome. "15 seconds left in period number 2. It's a 6-3 Isaiah Foster lead, trying to spin Lautenschlager over. Both fans really getting into it, and 2 more points will be awarded to Lautenschlager, as now Foster's on his back, and that's the end of the second period. And Foster's looking at his coaches and the officials saying, and now Warrior head coach will come over and talk to the officials thinking, maybe Isaiah should have been awarded some points there that weren't. Bishop Newman's head coach coming over as well, trying to hear the explanation from the referee. So it's a 6-5 Isaiah Foster lead over Ben Lautenschlager with 2 minutes to go here in the third period. So Lautenschlager will start on top first. Foster instantly gets out of it and gets that escape point. Well, that was quick. And Foster leads 7-5. Now Foster goes low, grabbing that left leg of Lautenschlager with 1:45 to go, third period. Foster now trying to get back to his feet, now spins around and has Lautenschlager in a precarious situation. 2 more points awarded to Foster. We're close to a pin, really close to a pin. Can Foster pull it off? Lautenschlager holding on, and he's able to spin back over. But those were some big points and near fall points awarded as well to Isaiah Foster, who now has a commanding 12-5 lead with 1:16 to go here in this third period. Special play that time from Isaiah Foster. He quickly got the escape point, got on top. Lautenschlager nearly pinned. Escapes it, but does get those near fall points. 55 seconds to go here in this match, and Isaiah Foster leads Ben Lautenschlager in weight class 144, 12-5. Foster trying to flip Lautenschlager again as we're back on the W here in Wahoo's mat, here at Wahoo Public High School with 37 seconds to go. Foster still remaining on top. He has both of the wrists of Lautenschlager, not allowing Ben to use his hands. It's been a fun environment, too, a great crowd. Obviously, for both schools, this is essentially a home one. Neither school had to travel. Just based on how far or how close you live to each school here in town, really. 3 seconds left. And Isaiah Foster is going to hold on and get a victory for the Warriors. That'll be a decision victory, and 3 points awarded to Wahoo. It's now a 45-33 Bishop Neumann lead. And so the Cavaliers will win tonight's duel. So I'm thinking the first match that we saw, let's kind of break down how tonight went as Bishop Neumann gets the victory 45-33. Wahoo won by a forfeit in weight class 106 with Aiden Humple. The Warriors also won in weight class 113 as Jace Van Vliet won in a forfeit. Isaac Woida of Bishop Neumann was able to pin Anthony Maple of Wahoo in weight class 120. Landon Sun of Bishop Neumann won in a forfeit in weight class 126. Aiden Masick of Bishop Neumann was able to pin Julian Hashon of Wahoo in weight class 132. Joe Stava in weight class 138 won in a forfeit for Bishop Neumann. Isaiah Foster was able to win in a regular decision over Ben Lautenschlager in weight class 144 for Wahoo. It was Sebastian Lautenschlager for Bishop Neumann defeating Jace Steichel, in weight class 150 in a regular decision. And in weight class 157, Bishop Neumann won in a forfeit as Quinn Schutt was representing the Cavaliers in weight class 157. Jet Knuckles was able to pin Micah Hardy for Wahoo in weight class 165, so the Warriors won in a pin there. Bishop Neumann came back in weight class 175 as Jack Dart won in a forfeit, nobody representing Wahoo in weight class 175. It was Trent Maudry in weight class 190, pinning DJ Ohm for the Warriors. So Bishop Neumann was awarded 6 points in that weight class. Trent Maudry improved to 26-1, one of the better wrestlers in the state of Nebraska. And then in weight class 215, it was Trevor Beavers pinning Wyatt Palm of Bishop Neumann. So that was our scoring breakdown. It was Bishop Neumann winning tonight's varsity boys wrestling duel by a score of 45-33. It went quick, but boy, it was a lot of fun. We saw some good athletic, speedy wrestling, physical play from both teams. That was a lot of fun. Great crowds from both, as we expected. I mean, like we said, it's a home meet for them both, and we thank all of our sponsors for making this one happen. We thank all of you for tuning in on Saunders County Online and Wahoo Public, one of our shorter broadcasts. And as far as our broadcast coverage goes, throughout the rest of the week, not much going on as Wahoo's basketball teams are all on the road this week for the Warriors. So as far as our broadcast coverage goes, we will be back here a week from tonight as Wahoo in basketball, they will come back and host Platteview here in the girls and varsity boys doubleheader. So that's the next time that we'll be back on the air. Next Tuesday, here from Wahoo Public High School as the Warriors girls and boys varsity basketball teams host Platteview, with the girls tipping off at approximately 6 o'clock in the evening. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in here on this Tuesday evening. Stay warm, stay safe. Thanks for tuning in to Wahoo Public YouTube and Saunders County Online. For Austin McNorton saying so long from Wahoo.